There we go. Hi.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand. The matter's been weighing on me. I'm staying put until I know what's become of Zoe. Don't want that question haunting me all the way back to the cannery.
Alright. I gotta do Zoe's quest to get her to leave. Alright. Convince deserters to return or remove Reed. I have the power regulator, so I could go back to the ship and just leave these guys, but... Nothing much, just a tornado passing by. You may notice there are no lights here anymore. It wasn't me, it was the one-armed man. I did the quest for Thomas to get his stuff. And then I killed the power to the botanical gardens. Adelaide blamed it on me. And she's refusing to go back even if all of her people do. So I've offered to eliminate or convince to leave the current head of the town, Reed. Because she can make people better. Thomas is actually more than okay. Oh, hi. Hey, dudes. Oof. Damn, once you get some mods on your weapons, these guys fall like fucking bricks to a sledgehammer. Thank you. Thank you for the shit. Keep walking straight into these guys now. But Thomas seems to be pretty keen on returning. He just doesn't want Adelaide to think he's backstabbing her. So I told him to wait until I, you know, potentially get Reed to step down so she can come in. So Thomas will probably join no matter what. The other named lady, the person who's the guard, will not leave that place without knowing what happened to Zoe. I didn't like Reed anyway. I'm not sure if you were here for the scene where I saw Reed. He seems pompous, and Parvati's right. He treats every person like a gear. If it's quiet and doing its job, it's fine. If it's squeaking and making a fuss, he gets rid of it. Which I don't like. Adelaide at least treats people like human beings. And I don't see any way I can make more profit in either direction. If Reed offers me a decent chunk of money to not oust him, then I will take that, definitely. Did not mean to waste healing. Okay, level 4 Vandal. I don't think my long rifle has anything interesting, so... Oh yeah, that's why I switched to this boy. That did nothing. That's fun. Hi. Ow, mine's hurt. Was that all of them? Wow, that grenade launcher did some fucking work. Yeah, that grenade launcher did work. Thanks for all the loot, guys. Hi, Zoe. You're coming back, aren't you? Hi. Hey, girl.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Well then. Not for free.
Oh, well that's a shame. I mean, I could pay you in Adrena time, but I've already bartered most of my stash over to these poor saps. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Hi.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
So... Wow, Intimidate 54?
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Really? Then what about the dude, Stefan?
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Mass Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose.
All it took together to go back was a comic.
So I've got that to look forward to. I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Huh.
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable.
I kind of like her.
Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Kind of remind me of a more personable Kate, except not Irish and not as sexy.
I've got all the time in Halcyon. I'm great at clarifying.
Oh, got everything already. Alright, well, she's going back. That's good. I do wish there was a jump to location on the map. If there's a fast travel point near an objective, that would be cool. So far, it's one of the few complaints I have with the game. Every game has its flaws, and that's one of this game's flaws. Let's see. I'm trying to pick out flaws. When your companions are down, there's not really that much visual cue about where they are so you can pick them up. There was something in the settings about UI HUD, I think. Companion outlines and combat only, but there's no really good indicator about it. That's another thing. Companions are a little hard to keep track of in combat. I can see why that might be a problem on Supernova with permadeath.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway? Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble.
Thanks for the money, buddy!
I don't know if I can do something for you. The matter's been weighing on me.
How much money did you
Zoe
give me?
came back, but I couldn't keep her from slipping out in the first place. Who's to say I could keep marauders from slipping in?
They're revering to me now, even after what I did.
A couple of weeks out here. I'm loath to admit it.
Nice, a new pistol.
We're gonna have to make our peace with Thompson and hope he takes us back. Listen, we go back to Reed, hat in hand, begging for our old jobs back. Well, Adelaide's not gonna forgive us. She never talked to us again. Edgewater's not just a town to Adelaide. It's a symbol of everything that's wrong with this colony. A big, heartless machine of metal and gears grinding workers down to dust. We're the closest thing Adelaide's got to a family. We go back to Edgewater, she's gonna feel betrayed.
Alright.
Sure, suit yourself.
Alright, so I gotta go back and, either fuck Reed up or tell him to get the fuck out. Out of the way. What's that in my journal? Remove Reed from Edgewater. Right. Anything in here? She gave me a bolter pistol, which is a hand cannon, it looks like. It uses energy damage magazine slots, which I like, because I have lots of energy weapon magazine and nothing to do with it. Needs to be upgraded. It has barrel and magazine slots, so that's nice. What do you mean, boo? Get rid of these. I'm gonna keep the pistol on me just in case. They fire rockets? Wait, what? Excuse me. Looks like a burst fire pistol to me. Alright, I gotta go back to Edgewater. Oh boy. Oh, okay. From Warhammer 40k. It may be a reference that they're called bolters, but they definitely shoot energy projectiles, not rockets. Well, the other option would be for it to be heavy, since it looks like heavy weapons use heavy ammo regardless, so a rocket launcher would just use generalized heavy ammo. Alright. Oh, this weapon's in bad shape, apparently. Or a weapon of mine's in bad shape. Is it one of her weapons? No, her weapons stay in perfect condition. Maybe it's my armor? Yeah, my armor could be in better shape. There we go. Alright, so I want to go to a vendor and a workbench, basically.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Okay, I see.
Music to my ears.
Now what have you got? Nothing of real interest. I'll take your ammo. A hold of all these. Or the helmet. Never gonna use it. No. Oh yeah, I swapped out the light machine gun for the pistol. Alright, so there's a workbench somewhere over here.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna...
Maybe it's over this way? Now, there's a terminal here. Maybe it's on the ground floor? Possibly? I know there's a workbench somewhere in here. I know I could probably just check the map. That's a bathroom. That's not a workbench, that's a bathroom. Alright, map, be my friend. Apparently it's right over here. In here, maybe? Apparently.
This is where the magic happens. Well, science. But it still happens here.
Come on. Where is the actual... Oh, there it is. Alright, so this weapon requires maybe a muzzler. It doesn't have a... Grenade launcher can take a muzzler, which I don't know why I'd ever do that. Alright, that could just take a magazine. So not much I could do other than just increase its damage. There we go. Hopefully that actually will be helpful. There goes my money. Alright, let's talk to the man in charge.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
So this could be a thing. This could be a thing where I might need to kill Reed. To be fair, I didn't like Reed at all. I think there's a better chance of me doing well in Edgewater with Adelaide here. People like Adelaide. No one likes Reed. Take a look at my reputations real quick. They're both revering to me. The deserters have some negative toward me. What are you doing? Hi, corporate guards.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
You can't.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
The town's a mess, Reed.
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Well, I tried.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
One cookie. I couldn't live with just one cookie. I need multiple.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat saltuna here, and only saltuna.
So... what exactly are you putting in those cans?
Processed, liquefied, retextured saltuna rendered in a chemical bath, of course. Well, mostly saltuna. We've been experiencing a saltuna shortage, you see.
So what are you putting in your food, Reed?
We've added wood chips, some mushrooms, bit of sand, tossed some canid bits in our processor once. It all tastes like saltuna in the end.
Wood chips.
Couple years, give or take. Right around the time the first.
Yeah,
world
no
war
wonder
ended.
your immune systems are compromised because
Now
you're eating
listen, I
wood
do
chips
not
and
know what
sand.
pretty rhetoric Adelaide has fed you, but plagues are a simple fact of life.
No, there's a simple fact of bad hygiene and bad nourishment.
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
That's her business, not yours. Look, Reed, all I know is it involves some complicated math, and it works.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do.
Oh yes, didn't have to kill him.
Anyway, my life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back.
I would have liked to kill him, but I'm actually kind of happy I did this.
I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
Yeah, you won't last a day outside the walls. The early retirement's for you.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
Okay, I didn't like him before, but I like him now. I still think it's the best choice for Adelaide to be here, but I'm glad I did it without having to kill him. Oof. Party? Where'd you go? Bay! Bay! Bay gone. She gone. She done dipset on me. Bay is gone. Oh, there she is.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they ain't care much for me.
Alright. She didn't say anything about me essentially ousting Reed from power. Why is the geothermal plant still in my, Huh. I don't know why the geothermal plant is still in my, quest log area thing. Maybe that little green thing is just a secondary area. I like how many of the buildings are explorable without a loading screen, though. I don't think it's the local fauna because the people in the deserters camp are eating canid, and he said he was putting canid meat in there too. Whew. But yeah, the wood chips in the sand, definitely not good for human consumption. Hi. You hate me, I know, but Reed's going.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our
1700
lives.
experience, hell yeah.
You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Yeah, Edgewater's better with you running the place. I'm not trying to make anything right, you're just a better choice.
You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted.
Yes, I am.
I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies.
I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Hey, it's leveled up again. Hell yeah, now we got business. She's probably gonna make some sort of speech, so. Are you gonna talk to your people? Adelaide. They're waiting for you to talk to them. Adelaide? You were the worst fucking choice. Why did I choose you, Adelaide? Ah, boy. Yep, pure neutral evil. You were the best choice for the job, you know that, Adelaide, right? Cecily tracks all tossball games. That looked horribly gruesome. Holy fuck. I maybe don't want to use that weapon that much, because that looked painful. So the board doesn't like me at all. I'm guessing I'm not supposed to get the board to like me. The smaller companies and factions are gonna like me. I'm pretty sure the big ones are not gonna like me. Okay, so skill points. I got 10 of them. No perk this time, though. Three points into that. I'm gonna slowly start working my way up the sneak thing. Maybe put 1 point into it every level or so. Dodge recovery speed is good. Higher crit chance with long guns. Always put a point into leadership. Now what's Pavardi's skills looking like? 38 for lockpick. Alright, I don't think...
Keep your wits. Keep your...